Okay, so this video is about how to save money in this recession we're in with Krispy Kreme. Of course, the best way of saving money with Krispy Kremes is to not buy them at all, but you can't have no pleasures in life, can you? Now, Krispy Kremes, my favourite one in particular, what I'm going to talk about today, is this one, and it's called the Chocolate Dream Cake. It is quite nice. In fact, I'm going to cut it open to show you. It's got all chocolate on top, but it has actually got a nice chocolate cream inside. Let's get it open. What's the bit? And I missed the chocolate. Oh no, there we go. Look, ooh, a nice gooey chocolate cream in the middle there. So it is very nice, but it costs. Guess how much that costs? £1.45 that costs. Now, there's no way I'm paying £1.45. Well, of course I did pay £1.45 for that one, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this video. But you know what I mean? I wouldn't pay £1.45 normally. I reckon we can make an alternative one cheaper. So, get that out of the way. Come back later to that one for comparison purposes. So, ingredients: Tesco jam doughnuts, 5 doughnuts for 60p. So that's 12p of doughnuts. Let's bring back the Krispy Kreme donut, because what you'll notice is there isn't sugar on top of this, and there is sugar all over these. So I've got rid of the jam from the inside, sugar all over there. I better get rid of the sugar from the outside, so I'm just going to lick that off. Bear with me 2 seconds while I lick off the sugar, because it'll be worth it, I hope. It should work. I could theoretically. I put it under the tap, I guess, but can you wash sugar off donuts? I've never tried that before. Never mind. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. So that's a Tesco jam donut with the jam removed from the middle and the sugar licked off the outside. So, on to the next stage. Chocolate spread. Hang on. No, I can't do it. I've got to wipe my hands. I've got sugar all over it. I can't be doing with that. Right, okay. So, chocolate spread. Get that open. Some bonbon. Need a great big dollop of that. Oh! Look at that. Now that's what I call chocolate spread. Just wipe that straight in the middle. And the other half as well. Shouldn't miss out. I'm doing this back to front really. Oh, it's on a. Oh, what I really need. Hang on. There we go. Yes, going to move around that way. What I really need is a cameraman to hold the camera instead of having to put it on a stand. But can you imagine the advert in the job centre saying, cameraman wanted to film me making my homemade Krispy Kreme doughnuts. Oh, I might get lots of applications, but I'd probably end up with someone on community service who'd come round, hit me, send me to the floor, knock me out and run off with the doughnuts. And he'd be back, his knuckles would be dragging on the floor as he ran down the street, and he'd be back in his drug-fueled den with his mates, and he'd tell the story of how he did me over and ran off with the doughnuts. And all his druggy mates would say to him, "What about the camera?" And he'd say, "Oh yeah." So yeah, I don't think I'll go for that. I'll just stick with putting it on the stand. Okay, so Tesco value chocolate spread in the middle of a Tesco jam donut, which I've de-jammed and I've de-sugared. So mash those back together. You can't tell the difference. Turn it over. I think it's going well so far. Back to the Krispy Kreme, and it's got chocolate. It's got chocolate. Oh, hang on, where are we? It's got chocolate sauce on top and chocolate shavings. So chocolate sauce. Well, I know I'm going to get some of that out of my Tesco value chocolate spread. Right, let's get some more of this out, and then whack that all over the top. If you're doing this at home, no need to be shy with the chocolate spread. Feel free to add as much as you like. In fact, the more the merrier, because it sticks the two halves back together. Right, okay, so next let's have a quick comparison so far. Hey, I don't think that looks bad, you know. We need some chocolate shavings on top. So out with the Milky Bar that I've still got saved over from last time. Now I haven't got a cheese grater, so I'm gonna have to do these shavings with a sharp knife. Now at this point I would say it's best to get a grown-up to help you with this, but there aren't any grown-ups around here, so I'll have to do it myself. So bear with me. So I've got to concentrate on this one, because if I end up at the local A&E and they say, "What were you doing?" I don't really want to have to say I was cutting up Milky Bar shavings to put on my homemade Krispy Kreme donut, because they'll probably just send me away again, think I'm taking the mickey, and I will actually have a serious blood injury which won't be attended to. Right, so there's my shavings. Cool, put those on top. Okay, comparison. Krispy Kreme chocolate dream cake donut, Tesco value donut, de-jammed, cut up, Milky Bar shavings on top and chocolate spread. All it needs now is get rid of the Milky Bar, Tesco value milk chocolate. I could have gone for Cadbury's or something like that, but that would spoil the effect, because the chocolate would taste distinctly of Cadbury's, whereas this Tesco value chocolate, I can tell you, it tastes distinctly of nothing. Well, cardboard, it tastes quite, cardboard would be a good definition. So, right, I'll do some shavings. Look, you can tell it's cheaper than the Milky Way, because it doesn't, the Milky Bar, because it doesn't shave so well, it just sort of crumbles under the knife. Disintegrates, I think is probably the word. Right, couple more shavings. I don't want too much of that on there, because it does taste a bit rough, Tesco's value chocolate. So some of that on there. A couple more. Right, I think we're there. I don't think you can argue with that comparison. Krispy Kreme donut, £1.45 with gooey chocolate in the middle. My donut, Tesco jam donut, 12p. I've taken the jam out of the middle, put Tesco value chocolate spread in and on top, and some chocolate shavings from Milky Bar I had left over from last time, and Tesco value chocolate. And I think you'll agree that is a pretty good way to beat the recession with Krispy Kreme.